You already snow. You already snow, and you already snow. We got that 14-game win streak over 3,000 BC, okay? So let's get it in. Let's do it up. Looking for 15 in a row. I think we're going to roll with the Pels. Fuck this guy.
See, I've been rolling.
No, I know, run away as a savage. Yeah, I do it for no reason, that's just how it is. I deserve something different than average.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Give me a blessing, I ain't gon' judge it. We don't know better, I ain't the only, so there ain't no pressure. Just come and get it, I know you ready.
Alright, let's get it. Pacers.
Won't hesitate when I'm diving in. Swimming so deep in your water.
Yo, beat the Pacers, bro. That would have been a good matchup. Yeah, you go late, I'll go dark. Yeah, you go late, bro, I'll go dark. Yo, why don't you go light, bro? Yeah, go light. There you go. Okay. What's it gonna be a battle right here?
We've got NBA basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, the developing DeMarcus Cousins.
But Steve, we've got to give him credit for his skill as a distributor, too. I mean, he has a great feel for his teammates, and that leads to a lot of his assists and a lot of easy baskets for his team.
Coming in off the road, the Pelicans are back in New Orleans for this one. With most of their upcoming games taking place at home, they have a chance here to make a nice little push.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Yep, and there is even more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident.
Lee passes to Porzingis. Number 11. He's covered by Rondo. Good D by Rondo. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Jensen.
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
Come on, Boogie.
No good from Cousins. New York comes into this one following a loss to Denver.
And guys, a loss like that, that's one where you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
Here is Rondo following the score by New York. Cousins. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Cousins has got 5. Back to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday is running.
Whoa. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Pass to Porzingis. They get the rebound. Out to Anthony. Porzingis.
Oh!
Great positioning on the putback.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Charlotte.
How about the athleticism on display defensively?
Go, get in there, AD.
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total,
Right
Greg.
back at
I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The shot no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Maybe the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Crawford, no luck. Knicks trail by 7. Lee goes in. Kicks to Anthony. The 17-footer goes down. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
For Al Borland. Like 10 now. Uncle Bearkin and Johnny Bearkin. Alexis Agento. Alexis Agento. Lakers are 3-0 in the last two games.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Lance Thomas. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Boston. Pelicans leading by 5. Back to Cousins. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
There's Lee with the 3. Number 11, guarded by Crawford. Here's O'Quinn. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nice D from Cousins. New Orleans is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Crawford dishes to Cousins. And a little hot that time, but it drops. Cousins has got 7 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Rondo's running, and it's slammed in by Holiday. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
There you go, Cuz.
6 to shoot. And stolen by Cousins. Three-pointer.
Hit that, Cuz.
It's rebounded by New York.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And a moment here to see the numbers for Lee. First in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Here's Cousins.
There you go, Cuz.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through by.
The free throw drops for Cousins. And the Knicks making a change here. And Cousins drops them both. Knicks trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Baker. It's stolen by Hill. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break.
Oh, you gotta get that.
It's rebounded by Noah.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pelicans leading by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Davis can't get it to go. New Orleans making some changes here. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Pondexter. Montezumas comes in for Jordan Crawford. And DeMarcus Cousins subbed in.
5 seconds.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
With the number of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Yeah, it's still early, but they just need to be a little bit more disciplined at that end of the floor. And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Got a piece of it. Taken away by Holiday. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
There you go,
and there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Rondo. And that's 12 points here for Cousins. Here's Baker. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Pelicans lead by 16. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And so it's New York with it. It's a 16-point game. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Jordan Clarkson, and it's Noah in at the 5 spot. Cousins, guarded by Hardaway. Deep 2 from Crawford. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And he gets it to go.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dishes it to Cousins. Working on Noah. And that one's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And O'Quinn kicks it to Noah. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Rondo's running. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. New Orleans leading by 13. Back to Cousins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
There you go, Boogie.
And take a look at this. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. For New Orleans, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Some changes for New Orleans. Cunningham comes in for Alexis Ajinski. And it's Pondexter in for Reggie Jackson. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up. chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. Second in assists, second in field goal percentage, and they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And let's go back to their assists for a second. When you're sharing the ball like they have, I think it really builds chemistry and trust. This is a group that really plays for each other.
And he makes both free throws. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The drive by Cousins. Outside, Davis. Here's Rondo. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Knicks trail by 12. There's the pick. And Cousins comes over to help. Noah. Anthony on the wing. Back to Noah. Clock at 6. And that's a foul called an Alexis Aginski. That is his first foul of the game.
No, it's not.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Back to Noah. Leads him in there. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper
that's 3 shots.
a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the call against Lance Thomas. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, that's the Zinger's
That's
3rd.
the risky
3
run
more,
by
he's out.
staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
High post Cousins. Shot from free throw range.
Come on, Cuz.
And the Pelicans miss again. Knicks trail by 10. Number 11. He's covered by Rondo. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We'll take a look at the Warriors. And, of course, the New York Knicks just way behind. Feeds it to Cousins. He dishes it to Davis. And the call against
that's his 4th.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
2 more, he's out.
Puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Davis, the pass to Cousins.
Yeah, that's his 5th.
Watch the fouls from
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one drops. And New York making a change here. O'Quinn's
No more Zinger.
That one misses. Knicks trail by 11. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
And here's Hill for 3. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Right side Hardaway. Offensive rebound. New Orleans leading by 9. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. Second, the Pelicans.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Here's Hardaway. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
You know, it went down, guys, but still
There you go.
unusual
Get
to
up
go
there.
to the leaner there with so much space around them.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Davis. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Pelicans. Jordan Crawford comes in for Monty Eunice. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
New York calls timeout.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without foul.
And the Knicks making a change here.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Holiday. 17th in steals. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
Yeah, and he's one of the better steals guys in the league. I mean, constantly getting his hands in there. As a ball handler, you've got to respect him always.
Knicks trail by 11. The open shot, Randall. Rebound by Pondexter.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because
is that an air ball? Where's the foul?
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Lee after Montehunis's miss. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That's his first foul.
No.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Anthony's got 8 points. Pelicans leading by 9. Holiday with the 3. Another miss by
that's
Holiday.
a goaltend. Come on.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Randall kicks to Anthony. Hernan Gomez. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Here's the pass to Holiday. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points for him.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Anthony drawing the double team. Ball's knocked loose. Noah dishes to Anthony. And the foul is called.
Let's foul him. Get into the line.
For some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cousins is checked in. And Alexis Ajinça subbed in for Quincy Pondexter.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Lee outside. Anthony on the wing. Guarded by Crawford. Anthony, the pass to Randall. Back to Anthony. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, there you go.
With the layup. And so we wrap up the first half. Pelicans on top. They're up by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Reel them in. Beat them up. Beat them up. There you go, cuz.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Talk about a terrific game for Cousins. He's got 16 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
You're on YouTube.
The more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
New Orleans leading by 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Montehunis out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Cousins drops them both. Knicks trail by 12. Anthony backing him down.
Your name is Steve Buscemi. Kyle is winning company. Anthony
right side. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. From past the arc. They get it again. Here's the dish to O'Quinn. Number 11. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Rondo kicks to Crawford. And that one is hammered home.
Such a fast finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Lee's got his third rebound tonight.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Anthony gets to Lee. Can't hit.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start.
Woo! Big Daddy! Get him! Woo!
And that's where you need to pull that off.
And you do.
Big
You have
Dad?
to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
New York calls timeout.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. You take a look at Holiday. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one.
And the foul.
He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws, good from Crawford.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
He kicks it to O'Quinn. Lays it up and banks it in. O'Quinn's got his third basket of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Number 11. He feeds it to O'Quinn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. 4th in block, 5th in free throw percentage. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drop the ball.
There you go,
And that one's good. Cousins.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Cuz you're getting hot.
Anthony with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Anthony dishes to O'Quinn. New York moving it around. Hernan Gomez passes to Lee. Shot clock at 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good. Anthony's got 14.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And Davis, here we go. Unloads. Anthony with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
So New York going with almost an entire new group.
Can't let this shit
Now a
happen.
timeout called by New Orleans.
That's cool, bro.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Here's Baker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Noah, the pass to Baker. There's the feed to Anthony. He passes to Kuzminskis. And he misses his first shot of the game.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Rondo kicks to Cousins.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Woo, cuz. Nice move.
It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. A clear look for Hardaway. Outside Anthony. From 13 feet, it goes down. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him.
There you go,
When
George
he's got
Crawford.
that much room, forget about it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide
Muscle
to talk
in there,
it over.
boy.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. 1:22 left in the third. Outside Hardaway. With the lead pass, Noah knocks it loose. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Rondo penetrating.
Woo, come on, you gotta
Pelicans
get
keep it
that.
alive. Cousins tries again.
Let's fucking pass,
And
cuz.
there's DeMarcus
Let's fucking pass.
Cousins on the assist by Cousins.
Cousins on
The
the assist
Pelicans
by
lead by
Cousins.
15.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Back to Crawford. Holiday. Cousins covered by Noah.
There you go,
And
cuz.
Cousins gets it to go.
Stop getting there, bro.
Cousins has got 26 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Davis kicks to Cousins. Outside Rondo. Back to Cousins. Great defense that
draw the
time from
foul.
Noah.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Good block.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pelicans lead by 15. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Big cut.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And guys, something every team strives for is getting points.
Oh, shit, there you go,
And
AD.
they've done that here in both halves.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Hardaway. He's out there with Lance Thomas, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position.
There you
They
go.
get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Porzingis not a factor in
defense,
this
the
game.
Pelicans.
Fucking 5 fouls before halftime.
The rebound by Holiday. Pass to Cousins. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 18. Clark, some tough offensive sets.
Whoa,
They want to
come
turn
on,
it
don't
around.
fucking
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum
Low
here,
scoring
Kevin.
game.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his pass there.
And New York making a change here.
Put the
Anthony's
move on
checked
the
in.
singer.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense
Yeah, I don't
puts
know, low
up a
block,
little more
Boogie
resistance,
and AD
they
got a
ought to
lot.
continue to pound them down low.
New York moving it around. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Kicks to Holiday. Back to Cousins. Crawford outside. Pass to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling
Oh, what
to
a block
contain
by
them.
And when you
Cud.
make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Anthony, number 11. And he overshot that one, missing.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper.
The singer is
Well,
out.
the worst fear, King,
He's
this
out.
is still anyone's ball game, but losing him to foul trouble will make it a lot tougher.
He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 19. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins.
That's a charge, not a block.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Ooh, it's getting jiggy with it.
Set that one up.
The pass might
It's
have
getting
been pretty,
jiggy
but
with it.
Combination, pretty pass and an
Bring
angry
to the
punch.
key.
And that's what
What
makes
you doing,
the
bruh?
alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute. Plenty of
Fuck
space,
him.
but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pelicans leading by 21. Rondo dishes to Crawford. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. Finish the shot. I don't think they've been as focused on taking care of the ball here in the second half. First half, they were better in that regard, so I don't think coach is pleased with that aspect of the game right here.
I'm out here. The Pelicans decide
There you
to
go, Rhonda.
Yeah,
Rhonda,
some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Hardaway's checked in for New York. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to Moore. Crawford drills the three-pointer.
There you go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's
like
going to
how
let
you
them know
don't
about
quit.
it.
I respect
They're playing
that.
some soft
That's awesome.
interior defense,
God,
and
girl,
you can't win that
wherever you
way.
are.
That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
There you go, Rhonda.
A really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
There you go, AD.
And
That's
Davis
fucking
gets it to
sad.
go.
Wow, unconscious
Got 23.
has he been this
Cousins got
quarter.
like 30.
They're riding that hot hand.
Dishes to Anthony. Lee outside. Feeds to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. That's good.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Rondo drives in. Back to Cousins. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Knicks shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Here's Kuzminskis. It's deflected. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Money from the wing. Hardaway has got 5 points in the quarter.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
He dishes it to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trail by 21. Hardaway passes to Hernan Gomez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
That free throw good from Cousins. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And Cousins drops them both. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway against Cousins. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it.
Oh, that's a goaltend.
Lee with
Clearly.
the steal.
Did you see that?
Right side, Lee. Out to Anthony. Now the pass to Kuzminskis. Back to Anthony. The offensive rebound. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Monty Eunice is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Anthony dishes to Hardaway. Here's Kuzminskis. And the three off target. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And that is good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Complete domination. What a game for Davis. He has 9 rebounds and the 2 nice steals as well.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant. He's excelled in those areas.
What, 20 and 17?
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give him credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Cousins. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 30 points here for Cousins.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
It's stolen by Davis. Crawford kicks to Holiday. Back to Crawford. No good. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game.
Because it was hot in the first half, but not so much from the second. It was 80s half. I know we said we were going to put up 36. He put up 28. AD, what, had 29? Fuck it. Let's pass, cuz. That was a nice move right there. With the right. With the right hand. Left hand off glass. Yeah, that's definitely a 15-game win streak. Big Cuz had 30, my bad. The box score. And everyone's hitting it from 3.